Good morning, everyone. My name is Melissa from ShipShape PA, and I will be leading you through today's energizing morning stretch. You can do this anytime throughout the day that you need a little energy boost. So we're going to start by sitting up nice and tall. You can place a block underneath of you, a pillow underneath of you, if that's more comfortable for you to sit on the floor with. We're going to sit up nice and tall out of our low backs, relaxing our jaw, relaxing our shoulders. We're going to start out by taking a few deep breaths before we get into our stretch routine. So we're going to start to inhale by expanding our bellies, and we're going to exhale and let all of that air out, rejuvenating all of the blood running throughout our bodies. So let's start with a big inhale. Exhaling out for 2 more breaths. You can place your hands on your belly if you want to feel your belly expand. Make sure that air gets into those lungs. Exhaling out. All right, let's start with a few neck circles just to loosen up any tension that we may be feeling in our necks. You might hear some cracks starting to loosen up. Go ahead and switch directions. Let's go for 2 more rotations, trying to keep those shoulders relaxed, sitting up nice and tall, continuing to breathe. All right, bring your head back up to neutral. We're gonna roll ourselves over into tabletop position so we can go into our cat-cow. Okay. We're gonna have proper position and posture here, so make sure that your knees and your hips are in line and your wrists, elbows, and shoulders are all in line as well. From here, we're gonna start to arch our back by lifting up our heads and then moving vertebrae by vertebrae into our full arch, mobilizing the spine. We're going to go into a rounded back, starting with our tailbone, into our middle back, our upper back, and lastly our neck. We're going to take it back to that arched position, starting with our head, upper back, middle, and lower. Trying to move vertebrae by vertebrae, again starting with the tailbone. Take it nice and slow. Exhaling as you take it into that arched position. And inhaling as you take it into that rounded position. Let's go for 1 more round through. Inhaling. And you can bring it back to your neutral position. From here, we're going to start to wake up that lower body. So we're going to take it into a hip flexor stretch. What I want you to do is take your right leg and you're gonna bring it forward. You can take it nice and slow if you need to, and you're gonna place both your hands on the inside of your foot. Okay? One important thing I want you to make sure of is that your foot's not back too far, that your knee is going over your toes. So make sure you have a good step out. From here, you can either keep your knee down on the ground, pushing your hips forward, or you can curl your toes, lift your leg for a little bit of a deeper stretch. Making sure all our fingertips are spread out, keeping our back leg as straight as we can. From here, we're going to take our left arm, opening up, inhaling, lengthening our spine, exhaling, staying at every move for 2 breaths. Exhaling, bringing our arm down. This time we're going to open up. I'll be to the back of the room. Taking my right arm, opening up, bringing our right arm back down. From here, I want you to step your left leg all the way to the back, and we're gonna find ourselves in our first downward dog, pushing our hips back. You can start to paddle those feet, wake up those calves, pushing those hands into the ground, really stretching out that spine, finding space. All right, from here, we're gonna take our right leg forward this time. You can either drop into tabletop position to bring your leg forward, or you can step that leg all the way forward. Have both your hands placed on the inside. Again, you can drop that knee down if that's more comfortable, or keep those toes curled under. This time I'm gonna lift up my right arm, twisting, opening up. Holding for 2 breaths. Exhaling, bringing my arm down. I'm gonna open up my left arm here. Holding for 2 breaths. Bringing my arm down. Again, we're gonna find ourselves back into that downward dog, so you can drop your leg, walk yourself back, or step all the way back. Okay. Have your hands nice and even apart. Push those hips back. Allow your shoulders and your head to relax between your arms. Your heels might not get to the ground. That's no stress. You can paddle them, wake them up. Taking a deep breath here. Allowing your belly to expand, and exhaling, sinking a little further, pushing those hips back a little bit further. All right, from here, we're gonna walk our feet all the way up to our hands. Your heels may not touch the ground, and that's totally fine. And we're gonna hang here for just a moment, leave our low backs. Sometimes we feel stiff in the morning from a night's sleep. You can have a slight bend in those knees to whatever's comfortable for you. Take a few deep breaths here. You can grab onto your elbows, opposite hands, and gently swing side to side. Taking deep breaths through your nose and exhaling out through your mouth. All right, on our next inhale, we're gonna lift our arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale all the way forward again. Grabbing onto the back of those elbows. Let's take 2 breaths here. Exhale. On your next inhale, lift those arms all the way up. Nice stretch. Exhale, lower all the way down. Last one down here, grabbing the back of those elbows. Taking 2 breaths. On your next inhale, lift all the way up. Stretch and hold. Exhale, lower your arms down to your sides. Shake out that body. And that is your morning energizing stretch routine. Thank you everybody for joining in. Again, my name is Melissa from ShipShape PA, and tune in to more of our videos. We always update them. Thanks everybody.